We need to talk about mind-reading AI, not sci-fi, but the stuff actually happening in labs right now. For years, brain-computer interfaces were pretty simple. You stick electrodes or an imaging scanner on someone, and if you're lucky, you get a cursor moving left or right, maybe a robotic arm grabbing a cup. Now we're edging into something much weirder. With modern AI models, researchers can increasingly decode what's happening inside your head. Not perfectly, but enough that it should make you think. We're talking about systems that can reconstruct rough images of what you're looking at or imagining, decode fragments of inner speech, and even predict a decision milliseconds before you yourself are consciously aware of it. That last part is wild. Your brain starts forming a choice, the AI sees the pattern, and it can say, "You're about to press the left button," before the I decided feeling hits your awareness. Now, there's a very real upside to all this. If you're paralyzed, locked in, recovering from a stroke, or dealing with conditions where your body can't speak for you, this tech is a lifeline. Imagine spelling words just by thinking them, controlling a wheelchair or computer with intention alone, or having an AI help detect depressive patterns in brain activity and adjust treatment in ways standard tools can't. That's not dystopian, that's incredible. But the same tools that make it possible to help also make it possible to invade. Because brain data is not like your browsing history. It's not another cookie in a browser. It's literally a trace of what your mind is doing. So you have to ask, what happens if brain data gets treated like any other data stream? Do employers start wanting brain monitoring headsets for safety or for focus? Do governments or law enforcement agencies try to use this in interrogations or border checks? Do companies quietly train models on your emotional responses to tune ads or interfaces in ways you can't even articulate? That's why people are starting to talk about neuro rights. The idea is we might need explicit rights around our brains, things like a right to mental privacy, a right to cognitive liberty, and a right to say, "No, you don't get to store or sell my brain signals, even if I agreed to use some gadget once." Because once brain data exists, it can be copied, leaked, hacked, and reused, just like any other data set. And we're not ready for that. So here's the tension. On one hand, these AI-driven brain interfaces could transform medicine and accessibility. On the other, they crack open a door to the most intimate surveillance imaginable. The tech is moving fast. Laws and norms? Not so much. So I'll leave you with this. If someone offered you a mind-reading device that could massively help your health or your work, but you could only trust it if the law guaranteed your thoughts wouldn't be recorded, sold, or used against you, what protections would you want in place?